Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing this Thanksgiving look and I hope you enjoy it. So first we're going to start off with the NYX Hydra Touch primer, putting this on the perimeters of the face to make sure the skin is nice and prepped for our makeup. Then we're doing the ordinary high adherence primer for my T-zone to blur, mattify, and to make sure my makeup lasts in that area because it usually breaks up. Then I'm going to take the liquid HD Liquid Coverage Foundation from Catrice, the Makeup Forever HD Foundation, and the Ulta Liquid Illuminator in Bright Lights. Wow, that was a lot of product. But I love this combination so much. It makes my skin nice and glowy looking, but not super dewy. It gives full coverage, and the HD foundation just looks flawless on the skin, but the Catrice one has the coverage that I want, so mixing them together makes them look beautiful. It looks so natural, and I am obsessed with this combination. I've been wearing it every single day. I almost didn't want to self-tan because when I self-tan, I won't have a shade to match me with all these foundations, but that's okay. So this part is a little tricky. I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Insta Ready Concealer for high coverage underneath my eyes. My camera cut out, so it didn't show that part, but then I'm taking the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline to highlight the areas of my face that I want to bring forward. So like underneath my eyes, my nose, my forehead, and my chin, and then I'm blending that out with an Ulta Beauty sponge, like their Ulta collection, and just blending that stuff out. I don't know why my camera has been cutting out lately, but sometimes it just stops recording. This is the Palladio Pressed Rice Powder, and it has been my favorite thing to set my under eyes lately. It is so smooth, and it doesn't make my under eyes dry at all, which sometimes I have that problem when I am setting my under eyes. I want them to obviously not crease, but I don't want them to be dry, and this powder is perfect for that. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Powder, and I think the shade 30, and setting that with the Morphe E1 big foundation, or like powder brush, I guess. And this powder is so amazing. I don't know why I never tried it. It gives a little bit of coverage. It's a nice color. It sits really well on the skin. It doesn't make me look too matte, but just gives me a nice set finish. Then I'm taking the NYX Precision Brow Pencil and filling in my brows, obviously. This is different than the Micro Brow Pencil. It's a little bit thicker, so it's easier to fill in your brows quickly, and it also creates nice strokes just like the Micro Brow Pencil. So I freaking love these things. I just make hair-like strokes, and then I go back and kind of define the brow. Then I'm going to take the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder and put some powder by like the wing part of our eye to make sure we catch fallout and it creates a nice shape. Then I'm taking the Morphe 35O palette, perfect for the fall time, and taking this light brown shade and just putting this in the crease of the eye with a fluffy blending brush from Wet n Wild. And then I'm taking this pukey brown shade and putting this on the outer and inner corner because we are doing a halo eye today. So making sure to put that nice in the inner part of the eye. And I love this shade for Thanksgiving. It is so gorgeous. It looks like the leaves outside, and it's just the perfect shade for Thanksgiving to transition kind of into the winter months. So then I'm just going to make sure to blend out all the edges. We don't want any harsh lines on this look at all. Then I'm going to take the orange and the brown that I'm pointing to because I didn't want like a bright orange, but I wanted it to be a little bit more muted and put some brown in there to deepen it up. So I kind of just mixed them together. I really like how it turned out. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't that just pukey brown shade. I wanted some orange in there and some darker brown. Making sure, again, like always, to blend out the edges with that fluffy brush as well. Then I'm going to take this Color Icon Loose Pigment by e.l.f. and then not by e.l.f., by Wet n Wild. e.l.f., it makes the glitter primer that I'm using. And I'm just putting that on the center of the lid. You could use any color you want right here. There's a lot of bronzes, but I had this pigment and I really wanted to use it, so I used it. Then, of course, blending out the edges. You don't want any harsh lines on the edges of the halo eye because that would just not look cute. Then we're going to brush away that powder because we are done with the upper lid area of the eye. And then I'm going to take the pukey brown shade and put that on the lower lash line. We're going to use the same colors that we did on the top of the eye and just basically make everything go together. And we're just going to kind of put that on the lower lash line. Then I'm using the Skinny Tip eyeliner from Wet n Wild to make a wing. I freaking love this felt tip eyeliner for a wing. It works so well and it's so precise and so black. I love that. Then I'm using the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Mascara, one of my favorite mascaras right now, and coating the top lashes with that mascara. Then I'm doing this tight lining action with this Maybelline like super skinny eyeliner, I think is what it's called. And then taking the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, my favorite bronzer ever, and warming up the face as well as kind of contouring, because this one is a little bit cooler of a bronzer. So it's perfect for kind of doing both all in one step. Making sure to bring that down my nose, because I feel like when I don't do that, my nose just kind of disappears. And then I'm taking the 9N palette from Morphe for my blush and popping that on the apples of the cheeks. This is a beautiful palette for basically any time of the year. Goes with so many different looks, and I use this all the time, and I haven't even put a dent in it. And then I'm taking the Becca Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop highlighters from this collection that was limited edition, but you can still get those highlighters. Then I'm putting that under the brow bone. And then I'm also putting it in the inner corner of the eye to make sure we're nice and glowy and highlighted. I can never skip the inner corner highlight. It's just a must in my opinion. It just looks so good with any look. And then I'm taking my sponge and just going over that so that it blends nicely into the skin and doesn't look too like shimmery or anything like that. And then I'm taking these 117 Texture Allure lashes and putting those on my lash line, I guess, you know, putting those lashes on. These are so nice and natural, but they add just enough so that you don't feel kind of naked with like a winged eyeliner. Sometimes I just feel weird with winged eyeliner and no lashes because it kind of takes away from the lash area. And then I put mascara on the lower lash line, and I'm using this NYX retractable lip liner, and I think it's not Sandstorm. That's one of their liquid suede. I will leave it down below. I honestly cannot remember. And then I'm taking the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Lipstick in the shade Give Me Mocha. This shade is perfect for this time of year. It's this nice burnt red shade, kind of like a burgundy shade. Has a little brown in there. It just is so perfect for this time of year, and especially Thanksgiving. I love this. I love it with the eye look, the browns and the oranges and the burgundy. So gorgeous. So anyway, this is it for this tutorial. I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving with your family, and I will see you guys in a video very, very soon. Look out for new videos coming up soon. Bye, guys.